I am sorry. I did not want to say anything until I was sure. I was on a secret mission by orders of Emperor Cain to monitor Faye. He ordered me to determine whether Faye would be a threat to the world or not. The contact. That is what the Emperor calls Faye. Good story right here. All right, Cain. We'll learn about Cain, what the whole thing is. This is your conclusion. Yes, Your Majesty. This is the answer that I chose myself. Honorable. You think you can do it? I probably said that wrong. Yes. Humans have the potential. Managers are no longer needed. The contact is not our enemy? Yes, as you say, Your Majesty, if Faye is, then I leave it up to you. I atone for my crime by doing so. That was a good line. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but that was a great line. I atone for my crime. Ooh, it's good. I'm not going to say that word. The long-awaited man of God, who will take the people born in this world with him to a new horizon. Such is the destiny of the contact. That is what the Emperor called Faye. He did not tell me why he called that Faye that, though. Who the heck is he, then? He is Faye, but he is also the one who destroyed Elru, caused Kar serious injury, sank the Yggdrasil, killed Rico's subordinates and Kislev. Need I continue further? He is id. What did you say? Id? What do you mean? He, Faye that is, has dissociative identity disorder, also more commonly as multiple personalities. Dissociative identity disorder, or multiple personalities. It is a mental disorder where one person has multiple personalities. That can't be real. Oh, but it is very real. Faye is living proof of it. And watch the movie Split. I have been watching over Faye, who has a destroyer personality within him named Id. In the beginning, he was stable. His dissociation did not occur at all while he lived in Lahan for those 3 years. But then after Lahan was attacked, things changed. And then as Solaris, a complete manifestation of Id occurred. What brought it about? He was fine when he was in Lahan, right? My guess is that the appearance of Graf affected Faye somehow. You probably know that Faye worked with Graf as the assassin Id before he was brought to live in Lahan. They spelled assassin wrong, but yes. It was then that Elru, the homeland of Dominia, was utterly obliterated. Graf was intentionally provoking the manifestation of Id within, for want of a better word, Faye. For what purpose? To destroy God. That is what Graf was saying. That is all I know, although there might be more to it. But one thing is certain. Graf was encouraging the manifestation of Id, but did not have adequate control over him. In other words, it was too much for him to handle? Yes. You said that's all you know, although there might be more to it? Yeah, man. Faye, I guess in Id format, not I guess, was working with Graf for some time as an assassin. What did you mean by that? I shall go on to explain that now. Actually, that is the most important point. Alright, bet. Let's talk. Hey, here we go. My favorite dialogue between him and Id. Ah, you're so good. There is nothing you can do. You understand well, just as I expected, Sidon. Or was it Doc? I have been wanting to meet you, Id. I wanted to talk with you. I guess it is all due to this machine which cuts the nerve connections. Anyway, what is Faye doing as of now? Faye? Which Faye do you mean? There is more than one? Id? The one you call Faye is asleep. Sleeping? When I am awake, he sleeps. That is why he has no memory of what I do. Why does he not know? It's obvious. He is my subordinate. He cannot peer into my memories. He should not, in actuality, even exist. That man forcibly created his personality. Faye is a tenant in the room of cowardice. It's a good line. That was a good line. That man? Our father Khan. He sealed up my personality in the deepest recesses of my consciousness. Through some inexplicable reason, that is when the present Faye was born. When you say cowardice, what do you mean? Why ask about him? You think he could do something? It is rare to be able to talk to a real schizophrenic. As a scholar, I am extremely intrigued. With friends like you, eh, doctor? I like you, Sidon, but he is insignificant. After all, he is just a failure. A coward like him does not deserve to be Faye's existence. A pathetic one who has always fled from reality. He never did one thing against me when I control him. A coward who refused to live. He should have been erased, but he continues to exist. Why won't he disappear? Damn it! Makes my skin crawl just being in the same body as him. Let us change the subject. I would like to know how and why your personalities were split. Since you are the one in control, I would assume you would know the story. Normally, personalities do not split as they did with you, unless there was some sort of past trauma. You want me to talk about my memories? Don't misunderstand. I haven't given you the right to question me. Just because I'm held down by this machine, don't push your luck. If I really wanted to, I could break these restraints and crush you. Don't you forget it. Then why don't you do it? Shall I tell you why? You do not have the complete control over Faye, do you? Your control of him is incomplete. To break those bonds would require a tremendous amount of mental energy. Having used up your energy, Faye would return again. Basically, you would have to leave the stage. Obviously, the day you would be able to return is indeterminate, hence you will not do it. Am I mistaken? So you know me too well. I don't have complete. What is wrong, Id? You forced me on the stage. He's waking. Under normal circumstances, I would have been able to hold on. But I can't. This is all that woman's fault. Her existence makes Faye resistant. You mean Ellie? That woman, the same. Everyone must eliminate. I do not understand. I do not understand, Id. You don't need to understand. But when the time comes, just take it as it comes. Reality and death. I'll eventually get to you. Be seeing ya. Woo-hoo! That was gangster. I love that. Ugh. That hurt my voice saying his fucking lines. Damn, man. I'm a great actor. If I say so myself. The emotional portion of Faye's present personality was sealed up by his father through his son method. And now with the cleared foundation of Id's personality, in computer terms, it is like constructing a mock personality on top of the compatible portion of the OS. OS meaning operating system. That is the reason Faye has no memory of his past. Those 10 or so years of memories are under the supervision of Id. As long as Id does not willingly hand over the memories, there is no way for Faye to know since he did not even exist before the time Id was sealed up. The present Faye's personality is underdeveloped, one which was built upon within 3 years of living in Lahan, studying and acquiring other people's reactions. Hence, he does not know how to fully cope with sudden or emotional situations. Ellie, you are the one who spent the most time with Faye, so I would assume you would understand this. Were there not times when he would be psychologically unstable? For example, he would be manically depressive and then have sudden fits of rage. Yes. Then his present personality is but only a temporary one? That is not what I am saying. The present Faye is one single personality. It is just that structure-wise, his personality was constructed on top of Id's, hence placing Faye at the lower hierarchy. That is why when Id is active, Faye has no recollection of it. Then that means he might eventually be overtaken by Id. Yes, if it were only Id and Faye, but that does not seem to be the case. Id only manifests when Faye's mental energy is in a weakened state. It is a mystery in itself that the lower level personality of Faye has any control over the upper level personality of Id. It is obvious that there exists a third personality Id calls the existence the coward. In my observation, this coward may be the fundamental personality of Faye. In other words, Id's manifestation is not controlled by Faye, but is controlled by the personality known as the coward. Then that means what? At the same time id resents this coward, he also obviously fears it. From a certain point of view, this coward is the one assisting in keeping the present Fae in control. I do not know the reason why this third personality, Fae's fundamental personality does not come out. If this one awakens, it will become one with id. In other words, there is a possibility that the complete original personality may be restored. Is that for sure? Probably, but I do not know how to awaken it. Before I had the opportunity, it disappeared, and he has been like that since. Basically, as long as nothing happens to Fae that would challenge his existence, Fae can be himself. But his surroundings do not allow him that opportunity. It would be best for him to live in a place that is peaceful. Well, shit. God forbid he lives in the jungle, man. Whoa, who ate my fucking garden? And id comes out and destroys the shit. God damn. That is Lacan. No, the Dark One. Graf's second advent. We must restrain and seal him up, otherwise we do not know what may occur. Seize this at once. May we at least wait for Wiseman to return before we make any resolutions. Although a tactician, why do you place so much importance on him? I have been silent all this time since Khan's death, since he was directly recruited by the Queen. However, I question why you would use such a person whose principles lack any understanding of sacrifice. Well, that is, you must look at reality, the existence of that power. Hold on, what's this Graf's second advent? The day of the collapse was brought upon Graf. Graf manipulated Diabolos into destroying this world. And that power within it is far too similar to Graf's. We cannot allow such a hazard to be set free. We ought to immediately freeze him in carbonite, otherwise expect the worst at any moment. You're gonna Han Solo his ass. No, but isn't the present Fae the real Fae? If that's the case, then why? But he is still far too dangerous, think about it. He single-handedly annihilated the Solaris capital. We can't set him free. Not only that, in the past there were many countless other cities that were destroyed by id. I don't know their intentions, but Graf and Krellian were always involved somehow. And one of those incidents was Elru. It was Dominia's homeland. Solaris' purging of the rebelling city of Elru was done through the use of id to test its capabilities. As a result, not only was Elru taken down, all the Solaris units present were wiped out. He's responsible for the ease in our... So he was the one who killed my subordinates in the sewers. What's wrong with you all? Aren't we supposed to be his friends? It appears everyone else is in agreement. The risks are too great. Sidon, no, that is terrible. It's decided then. He will be scheduled for carbon freezing tomorrow. Damn, they're gonna Han Solo his ass. Have his face like, oh. I heard about it from Doc. Id. Who would have ever thought within me lies another me? But you're the same Fae I've always known. You returned to your old self. Please don't be obsessed with it. They say I'm the second advent of Graf, the one who destroyed all of this world. Seems Graf used to be a land dweller named Lacan. They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're just confused by your powers. Graf called me the one who would destroy God. In a way, I can understand what he means now. Though my id power isn't good enough. If it has the same quality as Graf's, let's escape. If Graf or the war brings out id, let's go to a place where no war exists. If you did that, you'd be... That's alright. I don't have a place to go back either. Yeah, her parents died, bro, don't you remember? Thanks, Ellie, but no. And you destroyed her home, quote unquote. Even if I left the battlefield, there's no guarantee that it'll never appear again. Besides, try to kill you. You're still okay with that? Then you could have killed me if you really wanted to, right? The other you, id's power, is nothing like that. But you still didn't go through with it. You knew when it was enough. Isn't that because your will was in effect? If you're to be controlled by id and all those around you became your enemies, I'd still be by your side because I know it's lonely to be by yourself. She really wanted to say, because I love you. I love you. Don't worry, we'll find out what that's about. Don't worry. We're not done with the game yet. I'll open it now. Let's go, Faye. Ellie. This might be an hour-long video. I don't know yet. Or I might chop it into 2. I thought it was about time for you to come. It's no use trying to stop me. Even if it is you. If you get in my way, I have no choice but to. That is no way for a lady to speak. I just came here to see you off. I refueled Weltall. We are ready to go anytime. Sidon. But, Ellie, you cannot use your gear while it is under repairs. What? Then, what am I? You know that Omni gear. What if you borrow it? No way. I can't take Chevette's property without permission. Ellie is the only appropriate person for the gear. Nobody else can operate it. No. Never. I won't ride it ever. Ellie, what's wrong? I'm so scared. That's why I'll never want to do it. This is a problem. How about if I ride with you? Everyone? Sorry, Faye. I'm sorry. Sorry. No, thanks everyone. Where the fuck is Rico? I need his sorry. Now, I know you hate to leave, but we should get going before dawn. I did some work on the radar, so it should work fine. They have left. Faye, where? They went far away. I go. That kind of touched my heart, Esmeralda. Oh, shit. Kane, making a ridiculous setup with Yuga. He certainly has his deficiencies compared to our digitized existence, which permits us to use a higher level of logical thinking. He is restricted by his human form. Regardless, with just one machine, he annihilated Entranek. His powers must not be underestimated. We're already short of time. The key. Use the key. Even you are beginning to feel the pressure. What is Janaea Aiko? Krellian. What is Kane's situation? The usual life extension treatment. He'll hold out for a little longer. Stupid pause. Does that mean we may not make it in time? I wouldn't know. You spoke of using the key. Can you be sure he can be eliminated? That we do not know. You know who he is. If he is the contact, there is a possibility he may not transmigrate. It's an organism composed of multiple generations. It's a matter of probability. That does not mean we can just remain idle. Yes, and at this rate, we are bound to make the same mistake, but we can't fail a second time. Well, don't worry. I've sent Ramses to deal with it. What can a failure like him do? He couldn't even defend Entranek. What can you expect from trash like him? Even if he has the Anima relic? The relic? The relic we've recovered before has been aligned with his gear. There shouldn't be any problems now. He should be able to use his full power. You're going to take the task yourself? Although he transmigrated, wasn't he once one of you? I don't understand you. I've thrown away all feelings of human emotion. All I need is her. But isn't that also an emotion? Of course. Is that a blunder? What are we, fucking making smoothies? Oh, a blender, sorry, not a blunder. You are irritating. Do you wish to seize your existence? Fine, we should leave it at that. Elheim? Yes, this is the place. I want you to bring her here. She is an important woman to me. Don't be ridiculous. Why do I have to listen to you? If you need her, go get her yourself. You're quite right, but can you say the same thing after looking at this? This is... Your gear and the Anima Relic have been aligned. This is the Omni Gear. Now, she is with Faye now. What? Losing those battles against Faye again and again. I believe it's because of the difference in the performance of the gears. I think you'll be able to use 100% of its abilities. So how about it? However, if you still fail with this, you are truly trash. Ramses, will you go? Car, are you going? Yes, I must get rid of him with my own hands. Be careful. I believe in you no matter what others say. Oh man, good cop, bad cop, they're fucking with him mentally. That's fucked up. Faye, what a loathsome name. I worked my way up on my own, but he ruined it again. That signal, it's him. I'm not trash. I'm not worthless. Hey, buddy. What kind of gear is that? Omni gear, and according to the readings, it's clearly different from the one Bart's using or the one in Chevet. You think it's the perfect gear? Perfect gear? Remember what Sidon said? He said that the Omni gears are controlled by mental waves. The power and the potential varies depending on the rate of synchronism. The numbers indicate complete synchronization. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but yeah. But it's not the perfect gear, I'll tell you that. Slow. Too slow. They're catching up with us. Your performance is sad. I knew you'd be there. Ramses? Turn Lieutenant Elheim over to me, Faye. What? Why do we have to turn Ellie over to you? Oh, I get it. It's Krillion's idea, isn't it? I don't think so. You can't expect me to comply. I can take her by force if you wish. But then, don't ever expect to be able to hold her in your arms ever again. Faye! His gear doesn't look any different as the Omni gear. It looks like shit, if you ask me. Don't worry, I'll protect you. They just added a fucking wings to it. It's not an Omni. Get the fuck out of here. Impressive words. Faye, I intend to take everything away from you. His Omni gear, quote unquote Omni gear, it looks like shit. It's the same gear, just wings attached to it. I don't fucking know. This is your final warning. Hand over Lieutenant Elheim now. I refuse to. Are you sure you want to refuse me? It'll be too late for you to change your mind later. Stop your stupid boasting. Well then, I'll have to show you if I'm boasting or not. So be it. No holding back, and no holds barred. Come on. What poor form. What's wrong, Faye? In the presence of my vendetta, your Welltail is but only an infant. Incredible, this undeniable difference in power. Miang, are you watching this? Ouch, it's hurting my voice. At this rate, and with this power, I can defeat him. Yeah, that laugh. Ramses, listen, I surrender. So please stop attacking us this instant. What are you saying? If you do that, it is me he wants. I can't drag you into danger just over me. Oh. Stop attacking, Ramses. If I'm what you want, then just take me. Laughs. Win. I can win. I am not the worthless one. Ramses, can't you hear us? He's lost himself in this overwhelming power of that gear of his. Faye, we had better run. It's over for you, Faye Fong Wong. I wish we were battling in the sky like that. That'd be pretty dope. Oh! I think that move is called Thor Wave. Ooh. I think it's called Thor Wave. I could be lying. La. I am not the worthless one. Ha. Huh? I've even taken out the lieutenant too. Damn, I forgot my orders. Oh well. To hell with Krellion's orders. Not really, you idiot. But yeah, okay. Damn, the bleeding. The bleeding won't stop. If things don't change at this rate, Ellie's not gonna make it. Ellie, hang in there. Ellie, I'll save you, I promise. Ellie. Damn, you guys got fucked up. Oh shit, you see the blood dripping? Look at that blood drip. It's horrible, but it's good. You can see it. And that's Graf watching over Faye and Ellie. Nice. This is where we save it and end it with a cliffhanger, baby.